I'm starting to think miracles happen because Brent Cook has turned positive on the sector. He's the editor of Exploration Insights, and he joins me here at the PDAC. Brent, good to see you back for our yearly reunion here.
It's lovely to be here, and yeah, I did turn positive in November.
What has happened?
Well, I think really what's happened is I'm seeing a change in actual, the fundamental value of what currencies are doing now. We're seeing, more or less global devaluation. The U.S. dollar is starting to fall as well. I should say gold is starting to rise against the U.S. dollar. The U.S. market is rolling over. We're looking at 0 to negative interest rates. All those things are positive to gold, and so that's sort of why I've changed my mind here, and we're getting more into gold, buying junior, mid-tier companies. I've hired Joe Mazumdar, so it's looking good. And I think something interesting, silver hasn't reacted yet. And I think that's interesting. I think that's a good sign.
You think it's going to take off, or?
No, I think it's a good sign. I think the idea that silver isn't reacting to it,
right,
that tells me right now that the nut jobs and the wing nuts aren't really into the sector. They're all still at Trump rallies. So we've still got time to go.
Oh boy, right, you're going to get me in a lot of trouble with that comment. You have said in the past that when you're invested in the juniors, it's important to keep tabs on their progress, right? So 1 year later, who do you still like?
I still own a lot of the companies we owned then. Mirasol is certainly a great prospect generator. I think right now the thing to be looking at is, what I'm looking at is prospect generators, the guys that go out and generate ideas and then bring in major companies to spend the high risk dollars testing these targets. And if they do that over and over and over again, our chances of a discovery are much higher. So that's kind of where I'm going to be focusing with the occasional, if I see a discovery, which is what I really love, coming out of nowhere, I'm onto that just like that.
Brett, one of the biggest criticisms you've had in the past of the junior mining space is that there were just too many players, and you've said, they had to leave the system. Do you think we have the right amount now, or is there some more cleansing to be done?
Really, the problem we've got in this industry as a whole is there's not enough quality deposits to go around to the whole industry that are looking for it. And we've got something like 1,300 junior exploration companies in Vancouver. There are not that many good deposits out there. So what that happens is we tend to turn up and get offered a lot of mediocre to subpar to uneconomic deposits, discoveries, prospects that really don't deserve their work, but you've got this whole industry built up around it, and so they've got to keep working these poor projects. So I guess the short answer is, yeah, we've still got too many people in this industry.
All right, finally, Brett, you're a speaker here at the PDAC. You're speaking in the afternoon session. What's the takeaway you'd like people to go home with?
I think it's turned. I think the precious metals are turned. I think it's for real. I don't think it's going to be straight up, but I think it's time to start getting into the junior explorers and junior miners.
Okay, well, I have one more question for you, actually. We've seen other rallies before in the past. Why do you think this one has merit? Why do you think it's going to last?
Well, again, I think it's got to do with the global economy, currencies rolling over, the major markets rolling over. Gold is actually looking like the smart place to put your money for a change.
All right, Brett, thanks so much for joining us here.
Always a pleasure. Thank you.
And thanks for watching our coverage here from the PDAC in Toronto. We'll have more for you. Stay tuned to Kitco.com. Thanks so much, Brett. That was great.
Come discover the world's greatest geological potential. Our potential is your opportunity.